bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. What's his name? Can't remember his name now. It's Freddie Mercury. That's his name. What is poppin', people? Clan Perini, and I think I'm gonna go on a nice little pathway, a bike ride. I have a plan on getting to a castle. Actually, I think it's actually called a cathedral, but that's what I want to do today. I'm gonna go on a path. I'm gonna ride my bike. This castle or cathedral is, I think it may be like 2 or 3 miles, I want to say, but along this path I have to get off the path because it doesn't go straight to this cathedral. So I'm gonna go get some breakfast, get something at Dunkin' Donuts, get some coffee, and then that's what we're gonna do. That's my goal here, is to find this huge cathedral. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's do it. Whoa, watch out! You ready? I'm ready. Thank you. So, first thing I gotta do is figure out where this place is. It's not very far. I'm gonna look on my phone exactly where it is. This cathedral actually isn't too far. I thought it was 2 miles away, but it says 1.4, so that's actually much closer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, we're gonna check this place out. I'm biking now. I'm biking. Okay, so the one thing that I forgot to show on one of my videos of where I was going hiking, this spot right here, it used to be a tiny little hut, and I remember me and my friends, we went down there, and I have a few pictures. This time I'm going to show it because I completely forgot the last time, but we went in that hut, and I think it was there when this used to actually be like a real train station. But yeah, it was pretty cool. But then up here of where this bridge is, it used to be completely like an actual bridge where there was train tracks and everything, but now it's all covered, this spot. So the reason why I'm going here is because back in, I could be wrong, but I think it was back in the early 1900s, there was a family who actually lived in this huge castle, and of course nowadays it's actually like almost like a museum where you can just walk through there. Yeah, now you can actually go in there and you can look of what this house used to be for the family that used to live there a long time ago. It's very interesting. But I went there a few years ago. It must be at least like 3-4 years now. It's unbelievably big, first off, of like the inside of like the family room and the dining room and stuff like that. It looks insane. But also at the top of the building, at the top of the castle, there's actually a greenhouse. It's like completely covered of all flowers and stuff like that. And if you go there at the right time, you can actually see from all the way over here, which is just about, I want to say like 20 miles from the city, you can actually see the skyline. You can see that the city, the top of the city of all the skyscrapers and everything, which is pretty crazy. And I didn't believe it until I actually went there. But it's definitely a place to go to and check out. It's really cool. Some old stuff. Wait. Oh my god, they have a pathway. Are you kidding me? Hold up, I'm turning around. I didn't know they had a pathway here that you can go on. What? Look at this. Oh my gosh. Now, I don't think I can actually go down here. I think this is private. I don't know if I can go back here. There's this is like a street to go down, but I don't know if it goes to like somebody's house or something. I think I might just do it. Just to see if I'll get in trouble. Should we do it? Why not? You know what? Before I went into college for a couple years, I really wanted to do architecture, just because of like houses like this really grabs my attention. I have absolutely no clue where I am right now, but this is pretty cool, I'll tell you that. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna sit down for a minute. Okay, so it's pretty cool over here. I've never actually been in this area of Bryn Athyn, but it's actually really cool. So I originally was gonna just make a video of like checking out this whole place, and actually getting a little bit closer to it, because I've never actually, the only thing I've done was actually go into the castle, go to the top of it, and see what it looks like. That was pretty much it. I don't know really anything about this, and it's only like 5 minutes away from my house. So I was originally gonna just pretty much show you of what it looks like over here. You can't really see much, but anyway. But I thought about the other day when I was hanging out with my friend, he brought up of how much he hated like high school, and it kind of made me think back of my opinion on high school, of how if I liked it, if I didn't, and it kind of brought me back of when I started having to take medication for epilepsy, and it really made me think about how I felt when I was on medication. And what I wanted to talk about is about depression, of being depressed. And that's when I was really thinking about like the 4 years of high school, of how I was deeply depressed. I really was. I never told anybody. It was mostly just myself, and I kept it really, I hid it. I never told anybody about it. And I mean, now it's, of course, what, four years later after high school, and I actually feel really good now. But when I think back at the time from 9th grade to 12th grade, I had to take all these different types of medicines to control my seizures. And throughout those 4 years, I felt horrible. I was lucky enough of where like my friends accepted me to hang out with them on the weekend and everything, but other than that, like, I stayed at home. I played guitar every night just by myself. I was playing video games. I was just pretty much by myself. And that's what it's like when you're depressed. You don't want to be around anybody. You don't want to tell anybody of how you feel. And again, this is why I want to talk about it, because nobody really, when somebody's depressed, they don't want to share their feelings. And I think that I want to say that anybody who watches this, it could be when I put this, when I upload this, or even way further in the future of anybody who watches this, is that if you're depressed, tell somebody about it. I know it's the hardest thing to do when you're depressed, is to tell somebody that you're depressed, but it's incredibly important. You want to let people know that you're depressed so that they can help you. The thing is, many people who are depressed, not like, for me, I was on medication and I couldn't really do anything about it. It was, I had to change medicines so that I could feel much better and also help my seizures. But other people who are just simply depressed of where they're going through a time in their life of where they feel horrible, they don't want to do anything. When you're depressed, you have to talk to somebody. That's the only way that you can help yourself. And one thing that I never told anybody was that I was borderline suicide. I felt horrible. I didn't want to tell anybody about it, but I remember throughout those 4 years of like, I just remember looking in the medicine drawer, or the medicine cabinet, and I remember just thinking all the time of like just taking all of it and going to bed. And it's horrible to tell you guys that, but it's serious. It's something that people don't talk about enough, I feel like, and I want to share it with you guys of where I just only want to help people. It's really a difficult subject to talk about, but anybody who watches this, seriously, talk to somebody. Go, if you're still in high school, talk to your guidance counselor. Tell them how you feel and everything, and trust me, you will get help. It's just, it's funny because my friend told me of like how he hated high school. He didn't have many friends. I remember the reason why my friend who I was hanging out with the other day, he was in one of my classes, and I didn't really talk to him very much, but I ran into him when I was at the gym, and I've been hanging out with him for over a year now, and he's like one of my best friends, to be honest. And it's just looking at it at a different perspective of like what he felt like back then, how I felt like. But in high school, it's very difficult, and I can understand of how many kids at that time, it's like the hardest time of like having to make friends and having to kind of fit in without people pushing you down, you know. And like I said, I was lucky enough to have a group of friends who always brought me whenever, like during the weekend, to hang out with. But besides that, those 4 years I felt horrible, and I was lucky of where right after high school I changed medicine, and now it's my normal self. I'm back to normal. I feel good, and I'm doing something that I actually enjoy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like I actually have to let it out, honestly, because I've never really talked about this subject with somebody. But yeah, so I was just thinking about it today because my friend brought it up when I was hanging out with them just the other day. So I kind of woke up and really thought about it and felt as if I should put this in part of my video. The more people you hang out with, whatever it is, at work, on your own time, on the weekends, it's just like, tell anybody at all, really, because it'll only help. So I know it's a little bit of a downer for this video, but I feel like it'll help a little bit, hopefully, anybody who watches this. Okay, let's go and check. Let's see if we can get to this castle. That's my goal today. I really want to see this castle. You know I gotta take a picture in here. This is sick. Look at this. This is some old age type stuff. Holy crap. This is crazy though. I'm gonna try and find another place here. This is pretty cool though. This is really interesting. This whole castle, look at this. Look at this. This isn't even the castle. This is the cathedral right here, okay? Look at these doors. These doors, really? Like what? Let's go around back, see if there's any places I can get some photos for my Instagram. Yo, follow me on Instagram. Whoa. Oh. What? This is so sick. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. I've lived here for 13 years, 5 minutes away, and I've never gone over here. You can go up top there, and that's where you can see the city of Philadelphia. It's crazy. I keep hearing all these noises of somebody in front of me trying to be like, get out of here. Oh crap, there's people in there. There's people in there. I'm getting out. I think I've seen enough. I've told enough. I think my day's done. 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 Riding my bike. Bicycle. Bicycle. Sup, bruh? Sup? I'm a vlogger. You don't know this life. I'm a vlogger. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm a vlogger, bro. Stop following me. I'm just a vlogger. I'm just a vlogger. They all were just staring at me. Every single one of them. So awkward, but that's what it's like when you live the life of a vlogger. It's a life. Just like her. She just stared at me. Don't care. It's what you gotta do when you're a vlogger. You gotta put things to the side and be yourself. Bicycle, bicycle. Okay, so I'm back home. It is 10:40 right now. 10:40 at night. And I'm just editing my video right here. I'm doing like all this stuff. I did not think it was gonna be this long. This is actually a very long video. So anybody who watches this, whenever you have free time, I would love for you guys to watch this, because this is actually like something really good. It kind of just really like popped up in my head the other day, and that's kind of why I made this video. But yeah, check it out if of course obviously you're watching it right now. But yeah, so I hope you guys, I'm just gonna end it as this because I never ended it on here. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.